Hello and welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I'm sorry about last week's video. Apparently the first like 10 seconds were just like a paused screen and then the video started. I do not know how that happened. Something went wrong, I guess, in the YouTube upload. I was out of town, so I had to let it be. I was actually celebrating my grandmother's 90th birthday last weekend, which was super fun. Anyway, today's video is going to be beauty trends for summer 2023. I saw a Harper's Bazaar article talking about beauty trends for this summer, and it was really fascinating to me. So I wanted to share the 10 biggest trends for summer 2023. Some of these I'm on board with, some of these I'm not so on board with. So you'll have to let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Trend number one, let's start off with a trend I'm not super excited about. Trend number one is barely there eyebrows. So I'm sure you guys have seen these on social media. A lot of celebrities have been on this train. I don't understand this one. Like, I usually have a very open mind when it comes to beauty trends because everything is temporary, but this is probably the one on the list that I really cannot get behind. And it's like dyeing your eyebrows a really light color to where you almost can't see them. I can see it for like a Met Gala look or a runway show, but in terms of everyday, I don't get it. I read that if you want to try this trend, I personally have no interest, but if you want to try this trend, you can take a disposable spoolie like this one, I got this one off of Amazon, and some white eyeliner, and just kind of doused the spoolie in the white eyeliner and run it through your brows, and you'll be able to see what you look like with a lighter brow shade. So before you go bleaching your eyebrows, if you are on board with this trend, I would try that. Make sure you like how it looks on you. So I feel like that one is very iffy for me. The second one I am fully on board with, and it is bold blush. As you can see, I feel like the camera kind of washes it out a little bit, but I love a good blush, a lot of blush. I feel like the older I get, the more I'm into blush. If you go back to my channel in like 2017, if I skipped a step, it was blush. And that just shows how much younger I was then. I had such a natural flush, and now through having kids and getting older, I don't have that natural flush so much anymore. So blush, I feel like adds so much life to my face and adds so much youth to my face. That's something I do even if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. I'll put a little bit of like a natural flush of color. But bold blush is coming back. This sort of reminds me of the 80s. I feel like blush was really big in the 80s. Like, I've definitely seen that reflected on looks on social media. Very blushy looks, and even blush that like starts here and goes over the nose and then here. I'm seeing people spread the placement of blush. It's not just like apples of the cheek or cheekbone. It's up the temple and through the middle of the face, almost for that like sun-kissed sunburn look. And lots of bright pinks and bright corals and even purple colors, really bold blush. I feel like that's been brewing for a while now, so love to see that it made this list. All right, the next one is skin dew. Like skin dewiness. This has been a trend now for quite a while now. I don't feel like it's anything new, but it kind of surprises me because I felt like everything I was seeing was sort of veering back towards matte. Not all the way matte, not 2016 matte, but not all skin dew. And I was kind of excited about that because as much as I love a good dewy look, it's one of those things where it can start off looking really great, but it doesn't last. Oftentimes I'll see makeup tutorials where someone does cream on top of cream on top of cream, and then just like the teeniest, tiniest bit of powder. And I'm like, how does your makeup last more than 20 minutes like that? On my face, with my lifestyle, it would not last. So I have to sort of fake it for a dewy look. I need to put all my makeup on, mattify my makeup, fully set my makeup, and then after the fact, add back in either through like setting mists or through liquid highlighter, add that dewiness back into my skin. So it's almost like dewy skin is meant to look very natural, but in order for it to last, it has to be more makeup than matte skin actually is. So as much as I like a good dewy look, I'm not a huge fan of it for summer because I feel like that's just gonna melt off of my face. All right, the next trend is the subtle sculpt. Going back again to like 2016, you can think of those really harsh contour lines, the Kim Kardashian, Mario looks that were super popular back then with like the yellow under eyes and the really defined cheekbones. That took the makeup world by storm, and now it's sort of keeping that dimension but making it a lot more natural. And the biggest trend with that has been underpainting. And underpainting is putting on like your liquid contour, your liquid bronzer, where you normally would prior to your foundation. So you kind of go in and create that kind of harsh dimension, and then you go over top of that with like a sheer natural foundation. All you're getting is what's showing through that foundation instead of it sitting on top and looking really obvious where the contour is. I have mixed feelings on this because depending on the foundation you use, you can almost erase the underpainting completely, so you have to be very particular with what you put on top. I find like the Neutrogena Serum Foundation to be a good option because it is very light, very natural, and you can still see your skin underneath. They also mentioned in the article, as a part of the soft sculpt trend, they're seeing a lot more use of warmer tones so instead of the cool tones that we typically see to create that shadow, using more bronzy, warmer tones so that you're both creating dimension but also adding warmth and bronziness to the face, which I personally really like for the summer month. The next trend, and the title of this makes me laugh, is weird lips. So they give a bunch of different examples of this, like really dark lips, lips with sort of designs on them, and then lips with glitter or shimmer on top. This is one that I mean, can you tell? I'm not hugely adventurous when it comes to lipsticks. This is one I will probably not be participating in, and I feel like is more for, again, like Met Gala celebrity moments, but not for like an everyday person. I mean, if you enjoy doing that on an everyday basis, more power to you. But me personally, I like a nude lip, a pink lip. I'm not looking to participate in the weird lips trend. All right, the next one is Dazzling Eyes. And I feel like the new Milani eyeshadow sticks are great for this. But it's very shimmery eyes, and they kind of show a spectrum of different examples. One is just like a beautiful lavender eye with shimmer on top, and then it goes more and more intense with almost like sequined eyeliner, which I love the way that that looks. So if I was gonna go for it for like a night out or an event, this is the trend I think I would try. I feel like I like to be more bold in my eye makeup, and a rhinestoned wing, I would be down to try that. But if you wanted to kind of go somewhere between just doing a shimmery look, which has sort of been around for a really long time, and like a full rhinestone wing, there's a lot of beautiful designs with just placing rhinestones kind of around your eyes that I feel like you could even do for just like 4th of July. You can participate in the trend without going super intense. For this next one, it's Featherlight foundation. And I feel like that's been in for a while as a part of the dewy skin, your skin but better, no makeup look. That has been the trend for the last several years. And the example they give is the Ilia skin tint, and I feel like you could achieve the same thing with the Neutrogena Serum Foundation. They call that a serum foundation, but it's very much more like a skin tint. It's liquidy, it's very sheer, but you can build it up. And again, as much as I do love the like sheer, your skin but better foundations for the summer, because you've got the natural light shining on your face and you don't want to look too cakey, it's also sort of a balance of, okay, this is a really sheer, lightweight foundation. Is it gonna just melt off my face in 2 hours in the Georgia heat and humidity? So sometimes I feel like depending on your skin type, these tips aren't all gonna work for you. If you have hyper oily skin, you could go in with a matte foundation, a really light layer of a matte foundation, and your oils are gonna make it look like a dewy Featherlight foundation in no time. But I do like the Featherlight foundation. I do like that we're moving away from really cakey makeup, but I don't think you need to go and buy a new product in order to achieve that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You can just put a very sheer layer of whatever foundation works for your skin and make it look more skin-like by going in with a brush and then maybe going back over with a damp sponge. All right, this next one is called Barbiecore, and this has been going around on TikTok, on social media, ever since the Barbie trailer came out, the movie that's coming out with Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie. It's crazy how Hollywood can have such an impact on our trends, but it's called Barbiecore, and this goes from makeup to fashion to hair, and it's really sort of bringing back the Barbie look. The colors, specifically Barbie pink. So Barbie pink blushes, Barbie pink lipsticks, Barbie pink dresses and shoes. With the rise of the Dior blushes, I feel like that soft baby pink has really become popular, and now it's sort of transitioning into something called Barbiecore. I think NYX Sweet Cheeks comes in a great soft pink. It's what I'm wearing today. The new ColourPop Alice in Wonderland blush is another great option for this. And pairing it with like Milani Peony or any really bright pink color, and then you could throw on some pink matte eyeshadow and get that all over Barbiecore look. But who knew that the release of a movie was going to prompt this new trend? All right, the next one is Edgy Glam. And I don't know that I would call this new. This is one on the list that I was kind of like, yeah, that's kind of been in for a long time. But I love the look that they gave of Vanessa Hudgens as an example with this beautiful, bold cat eye. I feel like if I was ever on a red carpet, I would want to look like this. It's just edgy, it's fun, paired with the earrings that she had on, just absolutely beautiful. I like seeing glam that isn't just glittery eyeshadow, fake lashes, and a bold lip. I feel like we've been seeing that look for so long. So seeing these more bold and unique glam glam looks are totally up my alley. And then last but not least is another one that's been in for a long time, but glad to see it's still in, and that's high shine lips. I feel like this kind of goes along with the dewy skin and the wet skin look. And if you're one of those people that has really oily skin and you're trying to get more of that dewy look, lips is a great way to do it. If you have fully matte makeup and you add on some liquid highlighter and you put some lip gloss on, your face is just gonna look more dewy because of the shine from your lips. It's sort of like an eye trick. I love the Essence lip gloss for this. I love the Milani lip glosses for this. This is one of those places there's no need to go high-end. All the examples they give are high-end, but there are so many good high shine drugstore lip glosses. I found this really interesting to read. Let me know what you guys think of these trends, if you're gonna be trying any of these trends, or if you think these types of articles are just totally off base. I would love to know your input in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.